doesn't matter. We've had our thick and thin, enough to know that I would rather not go through life without you. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends. And in the end, I'm just glad we're friends.
Hey everybody, Chico and Poppy here, with Poppy getting ready to make another dinner. Chico's in the other room watching some TV, some YouTube, and Mercy is not home. She's away on work. So guess what we get to make when she's not here? We get to make linguini! Yay! Can't ever make it when she's here because it's not her favorite. Even Chico's clapping because it's his favorite. Now, I got 4 cans of clams. I got about 1.5, like a real large onion. I got like 1.5 because it wasn't quite large enough. I got about a half a cup of fresh parsley. I got 8 to 10 chopped garlic. I got a little white wine, and I got 100% olive oil. Now, I've always used the clams, and Mercy said to me when we started doing these cooking shows, she said to me, why don't you use the fresh clams? So, I've never done it before, believe it or not. Our family's always used the canned clams, and that's just the way we always did it. So, I went out and I bought the fresh clams and the clam juice and I did the whole thing up like that, and I filmed it. And I didn't air it because we hated it. Chico and I didn't like it at all. It didn't have any flavor. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to believe that the fresh wouldn't be as good as the cans. You would think that it would be. Maybe it is. So I suggest that you can try it both ways. Maybe we're just used to the cans and that kind of flavor, so, it was off-putting to us. But, either way, it's going to be good. These are 6.5 ounces, so about a pound of clams if you're going to buy the fresh. Okay, we're going to put the olive oil in here, and we are going to fry up our onions. Lots of onions we got here. You can see it's a lot. This is a very, 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 very easy meal. Now, you hear me saying that all the time, but I'm telling you, this one really is. Anybody can do this, I'm telling you. Super easy. We're going to cook these onions a little bit so they get translucent. We're going to add about half of this juice, and we're going to let it simmer for about a half an hour. Now, you know that I always cook the noodles ahead of time. I've already done that here. I've already cooked the linguini. We're going to bring it back to life with the hot water when we're ready. Now, we're not going to fry these onions to death, right? We're only going to let them sweat a little bit. Chico and I are very excited. We really like our linguini, but it's kind of hard to make it in the family when the girls don't like it. These onions are just about ready. Lots of onions it is in this recipe. Now this is what they call the white sauce, but I don't thicken it either. Some people in the restaurants, they'll thicken it a little bit. We don't do that either. We keep it all just a juice. I've never made Chico the red clam sauce. I don't know if he'd like that or not. These onions are just about ready. You can see I don't want them to start getting brown. I want them to stay translucent. Just about ready. We can add a little bit of our garlic here. I don't want to add it all, maybe about half. More oil. Okay, so now I'm going to take this from a high heat and I'm going to bring it all the way down, as low as it'll go. Okay, and we're going to take half of the juice. So we're going to fill this pan with 2 of the juice. I still got the tops on these so that I don't get any of the clams in. And guys, I usually try to do 2 cans of chopped and 2 cans of minced, if they have them. Okay, so that is it for now. We're gonna let this simmer, very, very low simmer, for about a half an hour, okay? Make sure you check this. You don't want this boiling away. If it's boiling away, you're gonna lose all your juice. And one thing also, guys, before we're letting this simmer for a half an hour, you want to put about a 1/4 cup of white wine into the pan. We want that wine to cook out, so we want to do that in this first stage, okay? 1/4 cup white wine. And if you're not big on wine, you don't have to have it in there, but it gives it just a little kick, so I'd like to put it in there.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so let's take a look, see how we're doing here. I put a little tiny bit of olive oil in here. Smells good. I'm going to add the rest of the garlic. Turn this up a little bit. Now we're going to add the rest of our, hey Chico, we're going to add the rest of our juice and we're going to add our clams. I was telling everybody how we did the fresh and we didn't really like it. It didn't have any flavor. I don't know if it's just because this is what we're used to or if it just wasn't as good. Okay, so we got our clams in there. I'm going to add some parsley now to this. We might not need it all. It's looking pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more. You can use a little bit of extra of this to garnish. It's almost, it's getting there. We just want this to warm up a little bit. We got to add some pepper to it. And we do need a little bit of salt. Clams need salt. Turn this up a little bit and let's see how we got here, what we got going.
I've just lost so fast.
A little bit more salt. Those clams really need some salt to them.
Can I try some?
That tastes like it's just about ready.
Can I try some?
Still not hot. Oh, you're a double dipper. Good thing it's only us eating it. Good, right? Alright, so we're going to bring this up, get these clams cooking. We don't want to get this boiling, those clams will turn to rubber. And we don't want rubber clams. Alright, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to put this down onto a low. Keep this covered, and then I'm going to just steam off those dozen clams so we have them, and then we can fix our plate. Okay, so I've brought the pasta back to life here. I just put it in the hot water, bring it back to life. We had that cooked al dente. This is all ready to go. Normally I'll dump it up in here and then serve, but I don't have a bowl big enough for the amount that I made here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fix a plate so you guys can see how it looks, okay? So let's put some pasta down in here. I haven't done it this way before, so let's see how it works. And then we'll put down here, I also steamed off those dozen clams that we're going to use to put on top. This is one of Chico's favorite meals, but the girls don't always like the clams, so a lot of times we'll make this when they're not around, and it'll be just a boys' dinner. Here we go, and then we can garnish this up with a few of the fresh clams here, steamed clams. These are little necks. How's that? That looks about right. Okay. Linguini with a white clam sauce, they call that, with the fresh little necks on top. Okay, remember what Grandma Jen used to always say? Enjoy your life and your food every day. Ciao.